Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Final Fantasy Randomizer Tournament, Spring Tournament 2019. This match is Rumblefish82 versus DDG. Both these runners are 0-1, having lost their first round to runners who actually are now 2-0. That both won their second round match as well. I am DM Stewart 1981. Alongside me is...
Oh, I am a Jabrap. Alongside you, it will be fun to see. Already different party setup. DD Gaming is going for the traditional fighter with rainbow mages, and Rumblefish82 going with full red mage. So that will be interesting if it will pay out or not.
Well, we will see. I'll bet if we see like level 1 Fade in the second slot of white magic, I'll bet he re-rolls.
Yeah, it will be interesting because red mage is I would say the all or nothing. If you have the right spells, it's probably the best mage, but if you don't, it could be the worst mage.
So for this race, guys, we are here on Speed Gaming 4 for this race. So we have Black Mage required. We are off. Got Black Belt forbidden.
Oh, Fade in the second slot, so Rumblefish already re-rolling.
And he's going double white mage. Also Harm 4 and Cure 4. But Cure 4 in that fourth slot. That is a bonanza in white magic at level 1.
Black magic is not that bad with Lit 3, Bane, and Zap.
Yeah, Light 3, Bane, and Zap for black magic, so we've got a pretty nice level 1. And let's see if the Grey Imps have anything nasty. Not that we could see there.
Question in chat for C Note. Is there any time you'd use Harmful and Fade if they're both in the same level? The answer is never, because Fade has a higher chance of crit than Harmful, so you really want to use Fade over Harmful when you have the choice between the two.
And we've got all of DDG's characters up to level 3. And we get a silver helmet, which it looks like he's going to immediately equip to that fighter.
So level 3 also on Rumblefish's side. It would be interesting though to see. Oh, bones are hitting.
Oh, bones are hitting like a damn truck.
Silver bracelet found in the top of Temple of Fiends. That will be useful for.
That'll be a nice one.
And Garden is no problem for DDG tonight.
Oh my. Oh my. Grew Whisperer Guru Whisperer noticed Thunder Imps. That's not good.
He has the floater.
King with the floater, and Sarah with the ruby.
Now it would be interesting to where DDG goes from there.
Well, he's gonna need a ship.
You have Marsh Cave as a possibility. You've got 2 towns that you can go to. Those are the only 3 places. Or you can check also Matoya. There are like many places you can check. It would be interesting to where you...
Or Dwarf Cave. I mean, you only get 2 chests, but it's still 2 chances to get one of those loose items. Looks like DDG is going to go to either Matoya or Provoca.
Looks like it's Provoca.
He's headed for Provoca. And to answer Hangry Canuck in chat, yes, Rumble did re-roll when he saw Fate at level 1 in slot 2.
And Provoca is Elfland, so that's not a bad town to find.
That's not a bad town to find early, because we get Quake and Light 2 at level 3 in Black Magic.
The RC market and DDG doesn't want to continue, he'll just go west now.
Go west, young man, go west, and grow young along with the country. To answer Chrono, you can re-roll at any time. It's just not much of...
Yeah, it's a gamble. And the Flame Sword are early, so like that means that he might not need Silver Sword for the...
And this is extended open progression. That bridge there. So you got that bridge there instead of having to blow up the canal. You've got the bridge outside of Corneria. You've got the rivers broken up, so you don't need the canoe to go across. And you've got some extra docks. You've got a dock up by Onrak. You've got a dock on the south side of the land at Ryukan Desert as well. Does that cover all the major changes of extended open progression? To answer Hangry, no, Red Mage could not use Fade. It was slot 2. Not even Red Wizard could use Fade.
And Elfland is actually Gaia.
And still no vendor item.
So DGG is probably heading to Marsh Cave unless he wants to check Matoya, but I would be surprised that he checks it.
With him saving there, I think it's going to be an early Marsh dive. Yep, he's headed to Marsh.
Oh, level 4 fast and it quad X. Also warp, which will be useful once you want to go to Waterfall or Ordeal, or even I.
Well, to answer Leafy in chat, who says Marsh seems to... Yeah, Marsh does seem to be the answer. Although Marsh is never the answer, unless Marsh is the answer.
Yeah, Marsh is the answer unless Matoya is the answer, which we don't really know.
And nothing great so far out of Marsh for DDG. And Rumblefish, I think, is... I would expect to see Rumblefish go up and check Matoya since he's walking back. DDG found a heal helmet somewhere.
It was in Marsh Cave. It was on the top, one of the top 2 chests. It would be interesting if it's for the money you want to sell it, or if you want to keep it just for the...
Well, as I recall, it's a pretty decent. It's a pretty decent armor, at least in the early part of the game, first half of the game or so.
You still need to class change to find it, and Rumblefish finds his flame sword.
DDG taking a tent and healing. Now he's gonna go down and do the other side of Marsh. So Marsh is an incentive chest, so at this point, unless there's progression in Matoya, this is gonna be your progression.
Yeah, one has to expect Marsh will be the answer. Like, just the amount of chests right now. We've got like 5 unincentivized chests plus the one that is incentivized that we know of, and this is the 2 in Matoya. I would take that Marsh is the play right now.
Oh, zombies or ghouls with paralyzed... zombies with paralyzed touch and ghouls with poison touch.
That might take a while, but hey, Elite 3 helps for everything here. So Rumblefish is going straight down, which is a play I really like, because like you want to find out what's the incentive item straight away.
You know, I think levels might be a little low on for the Marsh dive. But again, it's got to be the right play at this point, unless the right play is Matoya.
Oh, Falchion, Opal helmet, that will help to sell money, especially the Opal helmet, and also a 10,000 gold chest.
And let's see what's in this incentive.
It's the adamant!
Well, looks like he's headed back to Dwarf Cave.
Well, I don't think it's a bait right now. I do think that Adamant will give you some kind of progression, whether it's another fetch quest, or it could be something that will tell you, oh, you've got to go to Matoya right now.
Well, let me ask you, Ali, do you want to have a fetch quest?
I don't think it's that big of a problem, because, like, as a runner, I wouldn't make much of it anyways, because you have, like, the other runner will have to do the same thing as you do.
Or something like Adamant into Crystal, into Herb, into Key.
I don't want, like, in 2K would be kind of interesting because that would mean that there's another incentivized item that's key locked. That would help you, but that would mean the canoe or the ship is key locked, so that would mean that it would be a lot easier to go mode maybe the rest of.
Now, of course, the seat I was doing comms on last night had canoe on the first floor of Earth loose.
I think Canoe on Earth is not the best way to find it, but the thing is with this, you probably have a ship and you're looking at places that are often canoe locked, so there's like not a lot of places to check unless you get the charm bait, something like that, that would really hurt you, or the ox.
And let's see what that adamant goes into. It's the ship.
So now, where do you go if you DD?
I'm going straight to get the airship. I'm going straight to get the airship, and then I'm going to loot Cardia, if it's May. Oh man, wizards have stone poison, or have some kind of stone.
Rumblefish gets his adamant and he's healing and will let his red mage in stone and try to clear all the other chests before leaving.
At least all the non-key locked ones.
Yeah, I don't think those runners will go back to Keylock Marsh until it's probably their last shot.
Ooh, Mucks have Blizzard. That's not nice. I think Hangry's got a good idea. Find Crescent, find Provoca, get your two guaranteed key items from those, or incentive items rather from those.
Yeah, the thing is, you might not know what's in Onrak though, because it's a really hard place to go without a canoe, and when you have the floater. So that will be interesting if the canoe is in Onrak location. That could be problematic to both normal run.
Uh-oh. Shadow with stun touch. Crescent Lake is Provoca.
So DD going straight for the pirates, which is a normal play, especially because pirates are friendly. They can't have thunder or something.
And we get from that the canoe. And the crystal is our vendor item, and it's 27k.
So now you're less worried. That will be interesting to see where our runners go with the canoe. Pretty much every place is open. I wonder where's the next place you'll go. Maybe check Sarda to see what he has, and after that, maybe go to Ordeals.
Okay, we have level 2 Cure 3 and level 2 Ice 3. And to answer C-Note, it looks like yes, he did just buy soft.
So DDG going back to Elfland now that he has money to spend on it. The level 3 wall is not the. It's always good to see, and like you'll have three characters if you can find the tail who can cast it. So that would be really good to know from the runner.
And level 3 in Viz 2 is pretty nice to see. Level 3. Okay.
I was good to see level
Quad
4
X fast. Quad X fast and warp out of level 4. And DD is going to go loot the Cardia Islands. Nothing really of use yet, except for some money.
Dragon didn't give a lot in this, like maybe some money, but like it would be interesting to see where do you sell, and like also you have to think about the. Ribbon found!
Ribbon number 1.
It was good to see.
Pro Ring. The seed had 2 ribbons in chests that are right next to each other. Okay, we had A-Ice, Harm 2, Dark in the level 7 shops from Gaia.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to learn those spells. Like, they're super high tiered, and the odds that you will have the charges and you would use a spell that is not as strong as better spells that are at low levels right now. So really buying some camping equipment because he ran out, so he needs some to continue his quest towards more dis. And Rumblefish gets his shit.
And now we're. I was gonna say we're gonna see what's in on-rack, but he's gonna hit Sarda. I think if it were me, I would hit the Titan's Tunnel chests while I'm here, just because it's 4 more chests that I can get real quick and not have to think about them later. Sarda gives the chime.
Yeah, good to see Chime. That still means a lot of chests that open up with Skycast, well, with Mirage Tower, that is.
Opal armor. Giant sword.
Oh, that's always good to see the Opal armor. Like, if you can find the tail, it will be really useful. And hi to Trenton!
And Melmond is on rack, it looks like.
So DD buying his spells, Equadex, Fast Warp. I can't underestimate how important Fast is for the end game. Just having a double attacks on your knight really helps.
Yes, it's extremely important. It looks like, is he going to... Where is DD going? Is he going to ice? Or is he going to volcano? He's going to ice.
Ooh, ice without any warp charge, that will be tricky. Like warp, he's only level 7 on this black mage, so that will be a bit problematic.
And either the mummy or the cockatrice has squint.
Question in chat. Probably DD thinks that Rumble made the same moves and is taking a riskier play in case that pays off. I mean, it's possible. You always think, okay, Ice Cave is like not a play that runners will do because it's Ice Cave, and it's probably one of the worst plays because there are so many enemies, and outside some enemy has something nasty is high.
And DD nopes out of Ice Cave and heads for Gugu Volcano. I like this play better.
Yeah, Gugu's always a good place to check because you have a lot of paths that are like early. And
yes.
It's I feel more confident to just like have maybe like find some gear or like some armor that will really help you to go through Ice Cave or ordeals.
I think I had more heal potions before I did this, but if it were me.
So Rumblefish also sees the bad news about the crystal.
Well, it's not that bad. I mean, it could be a lot worse.
Ooh, a Pro-Cape fine. It's always good to have Pro-Cape because it's the best armor for the main.
Oh, is it better? Is it even better than the shirts?
No, I mean it's the best armor for the shield. It's the only shield that mages can equip except the red mage.
Ah. Let's see how good Armory Floor is. I mean, Pro-Cape's awful nice.
I hope it's in Crescent Lake. Let's see. Oh, wait! What are those men doing? What's going on?
It's confused old men.
Oh, and they have the herb.
And we get a pro ring. It looks like Crescent Lake. It looks like Gaia is Crescent Lake. And Rumblefish Rumblefish turn in that herb. And gets the cube.
Yeah, good to see the cube. That means that Sky Castle is already open.
This could be a very interesting... This could lead to some very interesting play. Because I mean, if he decides that this is worth checking out, Skycat or not Sky Castle, Mirage Tower, and it turns out that Mirage Tower has one of the loose items.
I still think it's early to dive Fiend dungeons unless you want to just clear like what's the start of the dungeon.
Well, if you only dive like that first floor of Mirage, or maybe the first 2 floors, the first floor Mirage and then greater than less than room. I mean, that's a lot of chests.
Yes, I think it's 17 chests or so. So the big find in the army was the flame shield. There was not a lot that still will help, but it's not a great armory.
Yeah. Which means... And I don't think he's going to continue down with no heal potions and no his fighter dead.
Yeah, and only having one Fate caster means that I don't think you would try to kill Carry without it. Like, I feel if you go deeper, you have to kill Carry, and I don't think DD has a plan for Carry.
But that's not a bad, it's not a bad play. Now, if you're DD, do you start looking for the towns? Looking for where all the towns are and try and get Crescent Lake so you can get your other free item that, as we know, turns into the cube?
None of us going straight to ordeals. That would be interesting though where DD goes. I would think you want to check some towns or check ordeals at the very least. Gaia ordeals would be like something I want to know because you know where the key item is, so you want to know what's in Gaia and also go to ordeals after that because it's not that far to go in one round.
Is Rumblefish still 3-manning? Does he still have that first White Mage Dand? He does.
Yeah, he might have not gone back to Cornelia. I'm kind of surprised, but sometimes you may not want to just buy another soft potion. Maybe you want to find one on the way. And DDG buying the crystal, with all this selling, he was able to get...
Well, the play makes sense. Sell off, because that's going to give you a guaranteed key item. Well, incentivized item.
Moto has decent money though. And a crown.
More fetch quests.
We might check who the Canlio king in the Northwest Castle is. I heard he's a true gentle king.
I heard he's a jerk.
Oh, and he's a jerk with a rod tonight. And it too also, so that hurts a bit, but like, oh, and Rumblefish finds the ordeals past.
So now my question is this. If you've got the rod, and you've got the reasonable levels for it, do you go and do Earth Cave?
Honestly, I wouldn't this early. I still want to check the incentivized locations. Oh, and a slab in ordeals!
We have a loose slab.
And DD going deeper in Volcano. And the key is the incentivized location in ordeals.
Ordeals is a good play.
But a big question, the thing with the slab right now is we don't know where Melmon or Nufane is. So the one question, because like they were in Onrak and Nufane, so it's not the best locations to find. So I wonder when you translate the slab, because like you will lose. There's a 50-50 chance that you will lose time just translating it.
That's true. I mean, one of them has to be on rack, one of them... Because those are the only two towns we haven't been to. Between the two runners.
Zeus Gauntlet found, and also Light Axe. Two usual casting items in a nice sword. That's always good to see in Volcano.
To answer Magius in chat, anything crazy with the seed? Yes, we had an immediate reroll of party on Rumblefish's part when Fade turned up in slot 2 at level 1. I would call that crazy.
I think Rumblefish is going... Oh, I thought Rumblefish was going to buy... Maybe he's going to sell items to buy the crystal.
That's certainly what it looks like.
Yeah, crystal bought with a bit more than 1,000 of change left.
And not really any other major useful items found so far. Volcano. Will DD check the Red Dragon chest? Oh, there's an opal shield. That's awful nice to get.
That's good to see, but with the opal armor, I don't value that much the opal shield, because you might go opal flame just for the extra resistance until you get the second ribbon for you.
Well, or until you get the Aegis shield.
And Rumblefish will get his rod from Astos, and he's got Scorch also.
Not better than the usual, finding him with a rub.
And Rub is not as bad, and with the key, Rumblefish can actually check the key lock chest, so like that would be interesting to know what is.
We have a Thor hammer. And DD looks like maybe doing a little bit of an Agma grind.
Yeah, I don't have any Agama facts. Anybody has one? And looks like Rumblefish is going to Volcano. Unless, yeah, he's going to Volcano.
I think maybe DD grinds it up to about level 13 or 14.
I don't know where he's going to with this grind. It's always hard to know when you want to stop the Agama grind.
Well,
Question in chat from Kirito. Which is better, Thor's hammer or just armband? I would say Thor hammer is better just because it's a weapon and you don't have the need to have 16 weapons in Final Fantasy Randomizer, but you might want to have more than 16 armor for this. DD's white mage is down, not DD, Rumblefish other white mage is down, so I wonder how much you check without your second white.
Now, see, I do like the Zeus Gauntlet because I know that the Zeus Gauntlet is pretty good armor. So a lot of times I will have it equipped on a character, on a fighter, at least until I get something like the Opal Gauntlet.
Yeah, I'd rather have a purring on my knight instead of having the Zeus Gauntlet, because I know the purring will help for armor, and it will also allow you to like not die to rub or whatever.
That is fair. That Grey Worm had a lot of health.
And DD's done with the Agamas, and he will try to go to the deeper floor. And sees another Agama, so he might as well.
See Agama, kill Agama.
Oh, they have less than 200 HP. That's not a lot.
Meanwhile, Rumblefish clearing out the armory. That looks awful green for a red D.
That's one of the fun utility the randomizer has used to actually put. You can mix the colors. So like Yagamil usually has some purple, now we see some green. So that's always fun to see if you want to mix it up and see different colors from different palettes.
And DD is about to head in and take out his first... Well, take out his first Fiend, light his first orb.
Ton of phage to use. I don't remember how he approaches it.
Level 6.
Life 2 at level 6, that would be really useful. Like, Brack is good to see on the black magic side. Aside from that, maybe stun, but like I think we've seen Quadex at 4, so I'm not sure if you will get...
Well, Brack has other utility, like, for instance, Kraken and Tiamat.
Ooh, carry as fast, that's not good.
I guess that means stack another set of Invis 2s. Or just beat carry until dead. And that's gonna light up the first orb for DDG at about 45-30.
Always good to see the first orb. You always want to see it and like say, hey, I've done something. And both runners going to Ice Cave at the exact same time.
High fives!
With the amount of charges of warp the runners have, it won't be that problematic to go for it. For the chest, so they won't probably need to go. You don't have exit, but still with warp, you only need to check 3 chests, and after that, just going down to see what's in the bottom of Ice Cave and the.
You know,
he's just making an eye out of me, and like he's going straight for the mage chest.
I was gonna say,
the tail! Wow.
Loose tail. Loose tail in the non-incentivized Ice Cave chest.
And the loot in Ice Cave.
In the words of Dr. River's song, Yowza.
So the only item that we need for the end game to beat this is Oxiel, if I recall correctly.
Yes, Oxiel is the last actual required item. When we get an Opal Gauntlet,
big question will be how Rumblefish approaches once he finds the tail, because that would mean go mode in terms of like not need to check every chest, unlike DD who has to, because he still doesn't know where the key is. A slab, I think it was a slab, I'm sorry.
it was slab. It was loose slab on the top floor of Ordeals. If DD goes straight to Ordeals from here, which I think is a reasonable play to make, then he's done. Then we're done here. It's get the incentive stuff and go. Well, that's valid point in chat from W. Crothy. We don't have endgame swords yet.
Yeah, Ice Sword is not ideal unless you find a Fire Gauntlet. And with Temper still, I don't think we see where Temper is right now. So it would be interesting to see how you... There we go. Rumblefish just leaves Ice Cave.
I don't think I'm going go mode anything until I get an endgame sword. We have a black shirt.
Yeah, black shirt's always good to see. Like, it also is a good piece of armor for the black mage if you don't have a ribbon on the black mage, because it will allow you to protect against ice and time elements.
And on Rumblefish's side, class change. I think if I'm in DDG's position and maybe not any good, I'm gonna class change. I'm gonna do ordeals.
Yeah, ordeals is right next door, so you might as well check it. The other play you could do is check what's in Gaia and Onrag, because we don't know what's there, and like he doesn't also. So I would assume that you want to know what's around Bahamut's.
Oh, DDG doesn't have the key yet.
Yeah, without a key, and also he's also missing. What was the confused omen they had? Trying to figure out what they had. That'd be herb.
Yes, they had herb. I'm gonna have to agree with Lord Fizzlebeef in chat. I am not a fan of the Dana White Mage with level 1 Fade play. I don't like it.
So DG going to the Oasis? I don't know where he's going to go next. Maybe check what's in Melmon / in Onrak to know if it's Melmon or Kaya, or like he doesn't know. He could be Crescent Link or all.
Yeah, I'm with Lord Fizzlebeef on this. And again, and Onrak is Lefane. And again, maybe this is why I'm not racing in this. Maybe this is why I'm not a very good racer. But with this spell list, I'm not damaging anyone.
It's hard to dance someone, and DDG going to Waterfall. We won't know if it's needed, we still don't. It could be, because we still are looking for Oxtail, but if it doesn't lead to the Oxtail, it won't be needed. But he still doesn't know.
He doesn't know that Slab and Key are both in ordeals. Oh, man, it just occurred to me. Both loose items are right next to incentive chests.
And DG shows us the out of bounds bat, the best bat in the game. Meanwhile, Rumblefish is going straight to Volcano to kill Carrie. A robot has the TNT.
It's dynamite.
Couple of things to know. So the slab should lead to the bottle that should lead to something. I think.
Maybe an incentivized ribbon. Maybe an oxyale.
Or it could be the TNT though. So one thing will lead to the bottle, that's for sure. And something will go to, or it's a ribbon, the other will go to the oxy that we all need.
Well, no, C-Note in chat, he asks, so loose items aren't really loose then? No, the loose items are loose. They just happen to be next to other incentive items.
It's always good, and like, with seeing those loose items pretty close, if you did ordeals first, like Rumblefish82 did, you might think, oh, well, maybe I have like a decent shot of having a really good time, because you just know you've checked 2 locations like that are pretty easy to check, and you went ordeals before ice, because if you do ice before ordeals, it's going to take you more time. So DG going straight for the TNT. It's the bottle. Now, do you go straight to Gaia if you DG? Also known as Elfland in this location.
I was gonna say, with Gaia in Elfland, I would. Since it's right there.
Level 7 Temper.
We finally find Temper, and it's all the way up at level 7. Don't like seeing that.
Yeah, because 07 Temper means it's only for the Black Mage, so that will hurt him.
Now we need to find a power bonk.
Yeah, me saying that, if I were in DDG's shoes, I would think of just going to kill the Red Mage and going with the 3, the White Mage, the Knight, and the Black Mage to get levels in Sky Castle and water, and also in the water.
Sky Castle and Sea Shrine.
Yeah, Sea Shrine. We haven't located the nuke yet.
This could be a really rough Topher.
Yeah, unless we find a decent weapon. And the Fairy has the ribbon.
Which means Slab is going to lead to Oxyale. Unless we happen to get the lucky 1 in a million shot where we get the 3rd loose item.
And Randolph's going for the 2 gold chest. I don't think he'll be happy to see that.
Well, John Reese, we've had our 2 loose items, and it's supposed to be just 2 loose items. The two loose items are slab and
the tail. So DGK gets his herd. If it will allow him to get the cube if he goes to see the Elf Prince.
and it looks like he is going to see the Elf Prince.
And Rumblefish on carry. And we found a cube on DDG's side.
And DDG is going to dive. He is going to dive Sky Castle.
That's a gamble that could really hurt unless he finds a really decent item. Thundercloud, thank you for the raid.
To answer John Reese, Tail was in... We found a power bonk. Tail was in Ice Cave in the Mage Chest.
I was good to see the Fire Gauntlet. Now the question is, how many chests will DDG check? Will he go for clear of Mirage/Sky, or will he just check the first floor just to know what is there, just to get decent?
And welcome to Thunderclawed. Thank you for the raid.
DDG's going back in, so I'm expecting a full clear of this. I'd be surprised that you don't do a full clear of Sky and Mirage Tower once.
It's not a terrible play. It's not a terrible play to do Mirage and Sky here. As Homer Cleese points out in chat, there is a lot of chests and there's good XP up here. As it turns out, he should be checking the other incentive location in Ordeals. And picking up his slab and picking up his picking up his slab and picking up his
the key. The thing is, Rumblefish82 won't have to full clear this, so the question is how many, unless Mass and Moon, or like all the good endgame swords are in the, I don't know, the second floor of Sky Castle, which is often not checked because it's not a room that you like to check. It will be really problematic, I think, for DDG.
See, I like to check it. I like to check second floor Sky Castle because there's usually good items there. At least in seeds I run, there are.
Yeah, when I see second floor of Sky, it's mainly for the experience that I'm looking for, and not really the chests. So if you're really looking for experience, it's probably one of the best floors to get it, aside from Temple of Fiends. Revisit.
In the Greater Than Westland room, we've got a cabin, a copper bracelet, money, money, money. Money, white shirt.
always good to see a white shirt because like it will help you for like casting Instu on any character that can have it on in his art.
Tent, Pure Potion, and Copper Gauntlet. And unrunnable blue D.
Well, that will be good to see, but I don't like it. But like, still, they don't have how high evade, so it's not bad to see that.
And Rumblefish into Melmond. We have Zozo Melmond, by the way, so if you're going through a desert tile, you have a chance of getting an encounter. Like just happened to Rumblefish. Okay, our level 3, level 5 white has X-Fur, has Harm 3.
Yeah, good to see Harm 3, but like no nuke. So that means nuke is probably level 8.
That means I think nuke is at level 8, and specifically is at the level 8 in Lefane.
So no nuking tonight, so white mage will be pretty useful tonight, unless, because I don't expect those runners to get their black mage to level 25 to get one cast of.
Which means I'm going to expect to see Rumblefish trying to level that second white mage up for a while. Because, as was pointed out earlier, give me 18 charges of Fade and Topher and watch the fun. To answer Will Bloodworth, yes. Why the double white wizard? Level 1 Fade in slot 2.
And there it is, the Axial that the Lefanish people had all of.
And that puts Rumblefish in go mode. Except for the fact that he doesn't really have an endgame sword.
Now the biggest question is how many chests do you check if you're Rumblefish82 now? Because you are in Go mode, you know you can technically get in Temple of Fiends Revisited. The question is how many chests you want to check.
And this was always the fight I liked to grind on, was the eye.
Yeah, it's always nice to fight them, especially if they don't open with quad axe.
Yes.
So it looks like Rumblefish will do C first. It'll be interesting to see if he finds a weapon, what weapon he really wants, and what weapon will tell him, okay, I'm in go mode.
And I will agree with W. Crothy in chat. The chests in Sky have been decidedly meh.
And DDG finds a third ribbon. I don't expect the Rumblefish to get this ribbon there.
And not really anything good so far, other than that third ribbon. Meanwhile, Rumblefish is in Sea Shrine. He is going Kraken side.
I would, because like you only need like one thing, probably a decent weapon. Once you have that, if you don't find something, you still have Sky, you still have Earth. If you really want with I would say like there's 7 chests that are like relatively easy to check in Earth. So I wouldn't be surprised to not check the mermaids right now. You don't really have exit, as far as I know.
There are so many more. I always hated that particular enemy grouping that Rumblefish just had. The Wizard Sahag and Red Sahag that's 9 of them. Running away from rock golems, which confuses me a little because we're in Sky Castle. We get a katana, which with this party is just vendor trash.
Yeah, still and like it's all really late, so you can't really sell it to really get use unless you find nuke at level 8 that you think you can buy and like you really want to grind. Oh, Massa Moon found on the way to Kraken, and it's pretty free chat.
That's gonna be go mode for Rumblefish. Oh, instant death. Instant death and then instant stone.
And no life too. What do you do if you Rumblefish? Do you have the Bane Sword? Like that's the only way I would think of. Oh, he's got another one. Wait.
Neither one of them have any charges of life too.
Question in chat, who found Massa? Rumblefish82 found it. It was on the way to Kraken. It was one of the easy chests to check that I like to check. Because like it's one of the 5 easy chests to check. Because like you don't really need to lose a lot of steps to check them.
It's a chest that really isn't even going out of your way to check. And we have Irish Fox in chat looking for Warmech.
Rumblefish82 might be in trouble. I don't see how you can pull Kraken now. Oh, and we see the Warmech!
Get hype in chat. Get hype for Warmech.
So Rumblefish will have to take a second try on the seafloor.
Was he able to exit out, or did he nope out?
He couldn't exit out. He didn't have exit. It looks like he's just going to go straight back in. Like, it's not going to take you much time. You know where Massa is, you're going to get it, and that's pretty much what you really want from this.
And there's nuclear.
Nuclear will really hurt though. Because the white mage is down, that's probably the most important member of your party. Knowing Fate and knowing like...
To answer your question, Will Bloodworth, both Gray Shark and Big Eye had both the Gray Shark and the Big Eye had instant death attacks.
I don't know what you do if you DDG now. You don't really have a... You've got the Ice Sword, you've got a Fire Gauntlet. I don't think you have the Bane Sword, so it would be really hard to kill Tiamat, but you have to try, I think.
I almost think you have to try Tiamat, and then assuming you don't get through Tiamat, then you almost have to nope out. There was nothing there except for the third ribbon and the white shirt. So I think you just, I think you nope out if you lose the fight to Tiamat, and you go do ordeals.
Yeah, when Bloodworth mentions how soloing stretch is really good, but the problem is he doesn't have Rack or Bane, so that's a...
6 for 116. That's not going to do enough.
Yeah, you might bonk a couple of times more.
And you get Blizzard, and you get Thunder, and...
And we see Rumblefish is picking up his Master Moon once again.
If DDG just happens to get really lucky...
And when you see 915 and 1057 hits once you bonk half a dozen times, oh yeah, you can kill Tiamat.
Oh my. Okay, and Rumblefish runs into that party that just destroyed him earlier.
He's just going... Looks like he's going to ordeals, which is the right call. As...
That was definitely a clutch kill on Tiamat.
Yeah, because like if you die here, you have to think. You're behind by a big time, by a big amount of time. I would.
You may be right, Homer. It may come down to Topher.
And so DDG's going to try to just find the trick, the maze for Kraken has Poison Touch.
Poison Touch is not fun.
And DDG finds the maze.
DDG through the maze. He's going to get his slab. He's going to get his key.
I think DDG must know where Melmon is, because he did go to Lefane, so if he remembers where Melmon is, so he will transfer the slab immediately. And there is exit.
Well, he doesn't need to do the grind on the zombie Ds.
I think just going straight to just having the Oxyl, looking for the Oxyl, and just go.
Well, he knows at this point that it's got to be that it's go to Vanilla Lefane, translate the slab, look at level 5 magic, see if there's anything good, find out there really isn't. Head back to Vanilla Onrak to Lefane. Get your Oxy Ale. Go into
Tyro, and I know one thing about DD is that he likes his state.
Nom nom nom. Although these Tyros have a whole lot of health.
Yeah, it's also hurts because DDG forgot to equip a weapon on his knife after doing his solo Tiamat.
And Rumblefish heading into Mirage and Sky, and he is going to go mode Mirage Sky.
So no Paragata, that means, and like limited use of Temper, if any. It would be interesting to know how many Temper charges we will get for Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Oh, Spectre has nuke.
And DG resets.
That's a good play. Well, Max plus Pi getting nuked in a town? Yeah, it's Zozo Melmond, so that'll happen.
Yeah, this time he sees the nuke, but his Warwick and Redmage survive. And the Spectre.
That could make Earth Cave a bit complicated.
Yeah, I think if I see that, I would avoid Earth Cave like it's the last dungeon I want to do, because I want the extra XP or the extra Undead, especially. Just to be able to do this. I think it would mean, if DDG sees that, the way I would see it is I would go to sea before Earth.
I'm gonna agree on that.
Yes, Loclat, but that's what happens when Fade is in the vanilla harm slot.
Yes, double white wizard is what you do when that's what you do when you have slot 2 fade.
Yeah, Rumblefish82 will check some chests, but I don't expect him to find anything. Still, the first word could be look of Mirage once he finishes Tiamat. That's something that I've seen a lot of runners do this tournament.
And going to on Vanilla Melmond, which is on rack, but forgetting that he still has to do he still has to get the Oxyel first. And he's going to check the key chests down in Dwarf Cave. There's a pro ring there. And other than the pro ring, not really anything useful.
Men cats are not fun tonight. They've got plans, they've got spells, and Rumblefish speaks.
And Rumblefish takes a Rumblefish takes a white.
I wonder where he's going now.
He's headed for on-rack now.
Yeah, that's the right play we know, because like he will get his Oxyel, and after that it will be pretty much okay. Where to go next? If it's sea or earth, that will be the big question. What do you want to do first?
I think after seeing Nuke on enemies that I'm going to see in Earth Cave, I'm going sea.
Yeah, that's what I expect, but we never know. Sometimes you're like, oh, well, it's just, you might have not seen it. Well, I think you've seen it. You might forget, because like you're in a race tournament, sometimes like, oh, you do unsensible play because you think about something else.
But Homercleese, he doesn't know that the Masamune is in sea.
And we'll still check Pilot chest. And unless Excalibur is there, I don't see what would be really good for him aside from like a decent one. Orf is going to the greater less than, and I don't think he will find anything that's game
there's
changing.
a white shirt. There's white shirt in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the white shirt. But he didn't look in the first room that has the Fire Gauntlet, which is probably a more important item. Just because you want to be, even if you've got Master Mode, which is the best weapon in the game, you still want sometimes buffs, because Temper at 7 means that you won't get that many use of it, and you might need to buff for like Kraken and for Kraken maybe, or Tiamat and Chaos.
Tiamat 2, Chaos. Those ghosts have a lot of health. And it looks like they hit pretty hard, too.
And DG finds the Master Mode. Oh, I think he equipped the Silver Hammer.
Wrong weapon.
Hopefully he notices before Kraken, because if not, it will take a lot of bonds to make the Silver Hammer a strat. Well, if he runs into a pack of waters, he should be fine, seeing that he's swinging a Silver Hammer.
If he runs into any Oh,
and he's not swinging with this party, so he might not even know he's got the Silver Hammer, so that will be interesting to see if he gets another unrunnable that will make him tank to.
He'll notice. I will agree with C-Note and Fizzlebeef. He will notice on Kraken. But what we're trying to get him to do, what we're trying to figure out is, will he notice before Kraken?
And he will now. First 50 damage, and Kraken is hitting hard.
And the Kraken is hitting like a truck.
And Rumblefish is on the Bridge of Destiny, but please put your Bless RNG to see Kraken.
Well, 5 for 682. He's gotten enough. He's gotten enough bonks to make it work.
Yeah, another clash kill from DDG. Because like I think like his Tiamat and Larry's, he equips the massively now. I don't think he thinks about something else now. He has to equip the massive.
And now,
So DDG's going the first to Earth game, which is surprising because I thought Rumblefish had the lead for most of the game, but the wipe in Sea and the wipe in Sky hurt him there.
you have to wonder, does DDG think he's behind?
I wouldn't take, honestly, if I'm him, I would think I am behind. Because you just see that 2 key items in Ice and Ordeals. You have to expect you're behind, but like I would, if I'm any of the runners, I would think I'm behind because there are things that you've done, their wipes, or there's just not going to a place early, which meant a full clear of a dungeon that didn't give you that much stuff that I would think that would put me behind.
And Rumblefish gets Tiamat down.
So big question now is how tight will this Topher be? And like DD's probably in front, but we know we've got the new Spectres, and that could hurt him. Rumblefish82, I don't think knows about that though, so that could hurt him in the long run. Just not knowing this. He might take a wipe in Deep Earth just because he didn't know that they had nuke.
I'm a little confused as to why Rumblefish is going to check these keylock chests.
He wants a ribbon, I think. Like with one ribbon, I wouldn't feel confident about this. It looks like no Spectres on DDG's 4th floor, so he should be good.
And DDG heads to Lich. And say goodbye to
Lich. It's always
Lich.
good to see. How much stuff do you need if you DG before entering Topher? I am guessing armor, maybe some spells, I don't know what's here. Cure for Night though is nice to have. And at 1:39 2:30 or so, DG is entering Temple of Fiends for a visit. Ooh, defensor pickup on Rumblefish82 here. That's a good weapon to find because you can pretty much with a defense sword, even without the Power Gauntlet, you can still kill Fiends. So,
That's a nice find.
and DDG doesn't really care about finding anything. He's got 3 ribbons, he's got the best weapon in the game, he's got the Power Gauntlet. I don't see him thinking, oh, I really want to look for something. Wonder if DGG is grinding or if he's trying to just stay. Continue to grind as he goes. I disagree for Conic. Vorpal is... I don't think it can be necessary. You've got a Power Gauntlet, you can do anything with the Power Gauntlet on any weapon. Especially with the map. Ooh, and Excalibur found in the Vampire chest. That's a good weapon, and maybe you do a double... put Massa on the... Is that the Black Mage? No, Freddy puts it on the White Mage. And Ceno58 points out that they haven't seen the Capclaw strats. It's rare to see them, honestly. It's really if you don't find a weapon. And like even with the Ice Sword, it should be often as good, if not better than Capclaw. Looks like Lich 2. What's with Lich 2 though? It's not that worrying. Grenfell's still checking chess. I think he's looking for the second ribbon that would really make it easier for him, but he won't find it. So no Spectres on Rumblefish side, so he won't know the Spectres have new. And Rumblefish finishes Lich 1 while DG is on carry. Poison Smoke on the Knight! I think you have to adjust if you DG now. And Nuke! Oh wow, that is not a friendly carry. Rumblefish82 still looking for the second ribbon, but he won't find it here. And DG gets it done, though. And Rumblefish82 comes in at Temple of Fiends at 146.40. Yeah, DG didn't put a ribbon on this knight, which is what I think cost him. I could be wrong. Ooh, and Wet Mage is down. That's not. That's your last life 2 charge on the knight on the red. He doesn't have a ribbon on his knight, as you can see. So big question is, will DG put a ribbon on his knight? Because he's the most important member of his party, and like with the charges of life 2 dwindling, it might be problematic for him. With also Bane on carry, that will be problematic for Rumblefish82. I don't think he has the Aegis Shield, and he only has 1 ribbon, so that will be probably more troubles for him. I think that was DG's last life 2 charge, so now he pretty much has to keep it together and hope that nobody dies. And also, he really needs his knight to stay alive. I don't know if he's going to put the ribbon on knight. Oh, and DDG loses the red mage, but doesn't put the ribbon on his knight. That could be problematic. And we see Rumblefish82 having problems with high evade Frost Dragons and unrunnable. But the Masamune is doing the job tonight with the Pargot. That's a wipe. Is that a wipe from Rumblefish82? And DDG puts the ribbon on the knight now. Starter Par Gauntlet and some wall and a He also opens with a lit tree. And after that, I got another Par Gauntlet and a Temper. And not much in the incentivized location, a no-pole bracelet and a 10,000 gold chest. Par Gauntlet, a white shirt, and lit tree. Just 51 damage. Lit 2 is not going to scare the Light Warriors tonight. Lit 3 from the Black Mage, that's 42 damage. And the swing, 8 hits, 1,087 damage, and DDG is your first place finisher with an SRL time of 153 and 43. For question in chat, how did Rumble not find any ribbons? There was one ribbon that was in Sky 2, so it was not something that you would check randomly, and I think he didn't go Waterfall because he didn't need to. He found one ribbon, actually. So as Rumblefish goes straight at Lich 2, I'm kind of worried for Carrie because without not a lot of ribbons, it's really hard. Like once you see Bane. Carrie's gentle to and she opens up with egg. That's good to see. Carrie's terminated. That might be the problem. And we're joined in the booth by DDG.
Hey. Hey, thanks.
So I think the first question I have to ask, what did you do once you saw you had the silver hammer instead of Masamune when trying to kill Kraken?
Well, I said about the same thing I thought when I had only the red mage alive during Tiamat. I said, oh, okay, I'm there, let's just do it.
I don't think I've seen a lot of hammer kills on for Kraken. It was clutch. I mean, both of your the last two fiends, the harder fiends, were really clutch.
Yeah, I had very little hope against Tiamat with only the red mage alive, but I did not feel like going all the way back. And I had the power gauntlet. I mean the red mage had invisible too, so I just tried.
Yeah, that's pretty much you like, especially for a run like this. You pretty much need all the luck you can get, and I thought you were behind for most of the race, but that pretty much Rumblefish had a problem on his way to Kraken, and that's pretty much where you gain time.
Yeah, I actually forgot I did not do ordeals earlier.
Yeah, that's pretty much what put him ahead, because he could go mode, but like you didn't. You go mode. You found you had 3 ribbons. I don't think Rumblefish found. I think he found 1. I think.
Yeah. Pretty much the only thing I was looking for at this point was a good weapon. And when I got the Masamune in the Sunken Shrine chest, I was like, okay, I don't need to open anything anymore.
Ouch, and Kraken opens with a nuclear on Rumblefish82 and loses the Black Mage.
Ouch. Well, Kraken killed my Black Mage first too. With like 820 damage.
Yeah, Kraken 2 was not playing friendly, and even Carry 2 was not. I'm like with the Pain and Nuke. So when do you think, okay, I've got to put the ribbon on your knight?
Basically, Well, I tried to keep the red mage and the white mage alive because they both had life 2. And when I ran out of life 2, I thought, okay, the red mage doesn't need the ribbon anymore, so I'm just gonna equip it to the knight and hope for the best.
Any question for DD? So you go to 1-1. So how do you change your approach now that you've got this win off your back? So what do you see next?
Well, I know you cannot take nobody lightly in this league, so I'm just gonna keep trying my best and hope my controller just gonna stop acting up like it did today. I know a lot of time you must have seen me just standing there because my controller kept unplugging by itself. I'm gonna try to get this fixed first, and I don't think I'm gonna do a practice run right before the actual tournament run because the main reason why I forgot I did not do ordeals was because I did it on the run right before. And it was like stuck on the back of my mind that, okay, I already did that, I'm gonna keep looking everywhere else. And like halfway through Sky Castle, it just hit me, man, it was the race before. I need to do ordeals again.
So the big thing that Rumblefish had on you, I think, was he went to ordeals first, which meant he knew where the key item and he didn't have to check the bottom of Ice Cave. But was there something good in Ice Cave? I don't think there was.
I don't. There was the tail in Ice Cave.
Yeah, he found the tail also because like it was like an just alongside. So yeah, just the warp drake you found.
Yeah.
So did you want to kill a Warmech? Was this in your plan? You were saying, oh well, if I kill a Warmech, probably my XP is going.
No, basically every time I run into Warmech, I feel like I need to kill it. Just like a Tyro. Warmech is the new Tyro.
You did kill a Tyro tonight, so...
Yeah, I did kill
one.
one.
Remember... I mean the Tyro's good to see sometimes. Like, it's not a bad XP. It's not as great as a T-Rex, but it's still okay.
Well, it's not as rare as a T-Rex. But yeah, I killed the Tyro. I saw the out of bound bat. So beside the validation chest, I think I did pretty much everything right.
And Rumblefish into the chaos fight.
Yeah. It looks like he opens up with a lot of defensive buffs and 4-58.
Oh, he got the defense sword. I did not get that.
Yeah, it was if I recall correctly, it was in Earth, I would say. It was like on the second floor on the top right side.
Oh, okay. He also got Excalibur, but I had Masamune, so...
Yeah, Excalibur was was behind the vampire, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, as I said, as soon as I got Masamune, I did not open any chest. I just beeline to Temple of Fiend.
The biggest disadvantage for Rumblefish was the lack of ribbons.
Yeah, that always hurts. But I think he's gonna do well because that chaos was not that bad. I think the worst he did was Tornado.
Oh, and he opens with a nuke, so down to the 9th.
What? Wow.
8 hits, 1 fast, Max.
I don't think I saw the nuke.
8 hits, 158. Another defense. Still 2 misses, that's good to see. And hit hits 224, and Rumblefish82 has finished with a time of 2:04.
Alright. Well, GG Rumblefish. That was clutch.
Clutch kill.
The best kills.
Always like you always want to kill a chaos. Ideally, you don't want to see that much pressure where you're like, okay, maybe you have it. You're hoping you have it. You don't want to see You see yourself falling on the floor, but hey, he pulled it off. That's all you need.
Yeah, basically when you got only your knight alive against chaos, you just hope your buffs are gonna outspeed the nuke.
We're joined by Rumblefish82. GG.
Hey, GG Rumblefish.
So the first question I have is, how did you feel behind after the sea wipe?
Well, you broke up there. What'd you say?
Did you feel behind after the sea wipe?
Yeah, that was like the surprise wipe that I had. It wasn't actually a wipe, actually. I mean, it may as well have been. I mean, when one character died, the other character got stoned. Then I was about to go to Kraken, but then I was like, absolutely, I was for like 1 mana with a white mage, and I was like, it's not gonna happen. So just restart. So yeah, that was a unfortunate turn of events.
Yeah, because up until then you were in front, and that pretty much allowed DDG to come back from hit. There's also one thing I think you liked ribbons.
Yeah, I didn't find a ribbon in the single seed, and I was like trying to make I was gonna make a bold move and just went to the Temple of Visited. That's actually my first seed I've done finished without a ribbon, so I guess that's an accomplishment, I suppose. Where were the ribbons?
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to rewatch this race because it seems like we took very different paths. I had all 3 ribbons.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I didn't find a single ribbon.
One was in Waterfall. Well, you had to go to Waterfall to get wait. You had to go to Waterfall, and the robot had the TNT that gave you a ribbon. One was in Sky of 2nd floor on the top left.
Oh, okay.
The TNT gave the bottle that gave the ribbon. That's pretty much what happened.
Well, what was the 3rd ribbon?
I don't remember what the 3rd ribbon was. I think it was
Party Island.
Oh yeah, that's where.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't go to the center island. I usually don't go there, so that was to my detriment, I guess, this time. But anyway, the seed was really out to get me, I think, overall, because let's face it, I had that wipe and sea shrine, and then we had the thunder imps, right? And so, then I had the wipe and Marsh Cave as well, because the wizards had a free round at the start, and they hit pretty hard. So had a wipe there.
I think I got all the luck you didn't get then.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of luck that seed, unfortunately.
I never saw the thunder from the imps.
You never saw the thunder from the imps? That is so unfair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we both saw the nuke specters.
Yeah, I did see the nuke specters. That was another surprise too. That ended up.
Yeah, this was the toughest time I had in Melmond ever.
Yeah, definitely. Same way. I mean, like I went there and like, whoa, like the specters have nuked. And it's like, okay, that's kind of gonna be a reset. So, yeah.
Yeah, same thing happened to me. And I think this was the sea snake that had the death touch.
And the C6, the death touch. Yeah, then they had stone touch and death touch. I mean, it was there were some nasty things to hit in this scene, especially because since the sea snake is both in a sea shrine and 2FR, so it's kind of like you can't really get away from them.
I actually learned about the death touch in TOFR. And I never saw the stone touch. As I said, I think I got all the luck you didn't get.
Yeah, that's a little unfair, but
well,
that happens sometimes.
Rando being Rando, right?
Yeah.
So Rumblefish, you fall to 0-2. So what do you see next for the next?
What the next classes are, and I guess I'm 0-0 right now, but I will fix that, I hope, and then we'll just keep going. And I'm looking forward to next week because we'll have a new class set up, and I think we'll figure out who's going to be going straight to the next round and who will have to do the play-in races. So it will be a good week for the tournament.
I can't wait to see what are the next classes either, because I mean, I never had to change my usual party for the first 2 seeds. I pretty much always go fighter and the rainbow mages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing I did was re-roll at the start because we had the fade in the white mage vulnerable spot, and I was like, well, I'm going to want to use a lot of that. So
I considered this too, to be honest.
But I thought that was actually a good move for me because I didn't think the black man there was a nuke. I didn't even see nuke. I think it must have been a pretty high level, and temper was level 7 too. So
Nuke.
Yeah, I got
Nuke.
temper. I never saw nuke either, I think.
Nuke had to have been the spell in Lefane
Yeah, that's what I
because
think.
we saw all the other magic shops.
So vanilla nuke.
mm-hmm.
So, just a reminder, on Speed Gaming tonight, on Speed Gaming 4, we have Mama Duck herself, Moist Mogwai, against the original Duckling, Arson Horse, who was a semi-finalist, I think, in the previous tournament. So, that's a pretty hot match.
Well, good luck to both of them.
Yeah, it'll be something to watch.
Any final thoughts? Start with the winner, DG.
Well, I think I said pretty much everything I had to say. So once again, GG Rumblefish. That was a good race, and considering you had no ribbon, your TOFR went pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too. GG to you.
The Rumblefish82.
I'm just gonna say a TFR without a ribbon can be done. So I'm gonna claim, victory on that front.
You can also kill Kraken with a silver hammer.
And DM, any final thoughts?
I think we commentators cursed this seed before it even started by talking about slot 2 fade.
Oh yeah, we totally did. So so looks like we are coming to an end. So have a good tournament. Like, it's still fun. Like, more matches, as we know, the most Mogwai Arson Horse later tonight, and like, see you in 2,000 years, because we all know Chaos is going to come back in a randomized way.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna say thanks everybody for watching, and thanks Ali and DM for commentating this run.
Yeah, thanks a lot.